Hello, this is Kevin Verson, lead design of Warfighter Chtorr, and I am joined here by Ben Smith and Holly Verson to walk you through a single location being played partway through a mission to give you guys a general idea of how the gameplay works, especially when balanced with conventional weapons, cryo weapons, and fire weapons. Take it away.
Hello, I'm Ben Smith, and I will be playing Doug here. He's our player soldier of the group, providing us with cards and a basic arsenal of weapons with grenades and an M16. Most importantly, he has the command radio, which will allow him to spend field points we all gain throughout the mission to resupply gear in when we need it. I also have the radio chest rig, which will help me use the radio, and prepared attack, which will help me gain field points.
Hi, I'm Holly, and I'll be playing Elijah. Elijah's got his shotgun here, which is really nice. It's got a really good hit number here. And I also have the M8 Flamer SMG, which is a nice flamethrower weapon. So it's got fantastic penetration, some pretty good hit numbers. So the Flamer is going to be amazing.
So we just played through the long office hallway, and I have the Desolate Spider Nest in my hand of cards that we're about to play with. But first, we should probably do some resupplying after that long office hallway fight. Since there are no hostiles in my location, I'm going to use the command radio, spending one field point to gain a lucky helmet for Doug, just in case he gets attacked. And then I think I'm going to use my action card Resupply Now to call in a Cryo SMG.
Oh, good idea.
Because of Resupply Now, I get this for one cheaper. Could I borrow one field point, Holly?
Absolutely. Paid.
All right, that's two field points total. I now have the Cryo SMG. That will certainly come in handy. All right, and here goes the Desolate Spider Nest. It's free to play. Slapped on. Let's see what hostiles we get. Looks like an Enforcer, a Jelly Pig, a Small Worm, and then a Shambler Tree.
Oh, I love the Shambler trees. Okay.
So the Enforcer gets placed in our location, and he's a big threat. Lots of attacks coming our way from him. And we also have a fast hostile up top, the Small Worms. Those are going to be annoying.
Yeah, that's not good. They're fast, they're fearless. All of the suppressions are going to be ignored. This guy's going to be hard to kill. And with the jelly pigs, the this location and the adjacent location are going to add the number of this hostile's active reticles to everybody's attack rolls.
I think I'm going to start off with attacking the Enforcer. I The Enforcer has a cover of 4, which is a little bit too high than I'd like for a grenade attack. So I think I'm going to do a cryo attack first to soften him up.
Now, if you use your cryo gun, that is going to be an action, which means that the small worms with the fast keyword are immediately going to take their turn, move into our location, and attack. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I have ways of stopping that. Since I called in my helmet with my command radio, I'm pretty impervious to attack for now. And
So
since I
that,
did call in my helmet with a command radio, I get +1 actions this turn thanks to my radio chest rig.
oh, nice. Okay. All right. Well, then attack that enforcer.
All right, I'm going to spend 1 action and do an auto attack with my cryo SMG. Now, the way cryo works is for every kill I get with this weapon, instead of placing an EKIA, I instead place a slow counter. So with this attack, I have a pen of 3, so I do penetrate even with that 1, and that's going to be 3 slows.
Oh, fantastic. This guy just went from terrifying to not that bad.
So with those 3 slows, that gives us a +3/+3 against this hostel for all of our attacks made. So, with
Nice.
this grenade that I'm about to spend, I should be able to. I auto penetrate, and I'll be hitting on threes.
Oh, but hold on a second. You spent an action, which means these small worms immediately take their turn. They come into our location and they try to take a bite out of you.
And they would have missed, except for the jelly pigs. Adding 2 to that attack roll, they do a wound to me instead.
Ah,
Ouch.
God. All right, so you're not going to use your lucky helmet. You're going to take the wound.
Yeah, I think so. I'll save the lucky helmet for something a little more deadly.
Okay.
All right, now that the enforcer is all slowed down, I'm going to spend a grenade and an action, and then I think I'm going to spend an additional action with prepared attack. This way, I will not reduce any of the enforcer's field points from this attack, because if I make a explosion, fire, or spray attack, any kill placed on the enforcer will reduce those field points. But we want those field points for all of the things we're going to be resupplying for the rest of the mission. So with a second action spent, I am going to roll my 4 dice and blow up this enforcer.
Nice.
All right, that looks like 3 kills because those threes get bumped up to sixes, and that's a dead enforcer. And I get to keep the field points.
Fantastic.
So I gain 2 field points and 3 XP. Lots of resources gained there.
Well, I am looking at the small worm right now. Do you have any more actions? Do you want to cryo the worm or do you just want me to go for it? As of right now, I would be hitting the worm. Well, I'll auto penetrate because my flamer has a penetration of 4. And as far as hitting him, I got to roll 7s. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to spark my close combat.
That's a good idea.
All right, so sparking means I pay a field point. Let's let me do that right now. Ta-done, paid. Okay, and I get to use this card, which allows me to add 1 or 3 to my range 0 attack rolls for the rest of the turn. So sparking it just helps for the turn, but I'm definitely going to use an experience point to upgun it to the 3. So I just paid the experience point. And now with my flamer is going to hit on a 7 with a penetration of 4 with a +3. So 3 rolls.
You might want to save your fuel for the Shambler tree. They have a really negative note against fire.
Nope,
Uh,
I'm killing this thing.
yeah, that's
And
a dead small worm.
that is a small, dead small worm.
And since you used, we got 2 kills from a fire attack, we reduced the field points down to only 1 is left as it dies. So you gained 1 XP, 1 field point.
Fantastic. There's my field point. There's my experience point. And I've spent 1 action. Well, I still have 2 actions and you still have 1 action.
I think I should push you into the desolate spider nest and have you flame down the tree there so it doesn't get its reinforced draws.
Unfortunately, we have to add 1 to the entrance cost for each hostile card. So
Ooh. So I'll have
that
to discard
makes
2
a
cards to get you
4.
in. Luckily, we have just enough. I could even give you an action with this come together skill, since if only you're going to be entering the location, I could give you my second action, my last action.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, 1 XP paid, and I give my action to you. And I
So,
discard 2 cards for you, so you can charge on in there.
so I'm going to spend an action to move in. I'm number 2. And 4 movement, 2 cards, and my inherent Elijah's 2 movement. So I am now in the location with 2 actions. I have a shambler tree, and it's screened by a 1-point thing, so the jelly pigs are screening me. Screening the shambler tree. So I'm gonna have to go after the jelly pigs. I will just use my shotgun for that.
Good idea.
Hitting on a 5. Let's see what I got. Oh, well, unfortunately, I didn't get past the jelly pigs cover,
But you
but
did suppress them,
I
and
did.
if you get one more suppress or kill, then the shambler tree will be targetable.
All right, so I am going to spend my last action. I kill a jelly pig.
Yeah, and that's it for
Oh,
actions too. And we might be taking a few hits from those shambler trees, but at least the jelly pigs aren't adding to their attack rolls.
That is one location. Thank you guys for joining us for this video. Feel free to post up any questions you have about how the gameplay works or any other things that you'd like to see filmed. Thank you. See you on the Kickstarter.